Welcome to Swoon Worthy, the podcast dedicated to period dramas, historical movies and TV series that make us swoon. Few shows have taken us on a journey quite like Outlander. With season 8 on the horizon, we thought it was the perfect moment to look back at everything that's come before this, seasons 1 through 7, and talk about why this show has resonated so deeply with so many people over a decade. Now, there's absolutely no way we're going scene by scene through 7 seasons of Outlander, but we do plan to discuss our favorite seasons, the major story arcs that defined the show, the protagonists we love, the villains we love to hate, and we'll touch on costuming and music and all the fun stuff. I'm joined today by two co-hosts and two of my favorite people to discuss period dramas with, my sister and our dear friend Anna. Together, we have covered Jane Eyre, Anna Karenina, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Hey guys, welcome back to the show.
Hey.
Hey.
As I mentioned before, we're not going to go through all of seasons 1 through 7. I think we will end up talking about season 1 a bit more because it's so iconic.
hmm
I mean, the reason we have this long-running successful show is because season 1 was so amazing. And I want to say that's largely due to getting the cast right. Of course, they had the author's novel to refer to get the characters right and get the complex uniqueness of Claire and Jamie. But let's talk about the casting a little bit more. Caitríona Balfe plays Claire, Irish actress, born in Dublin, became a model at age 19. She was 34 when she started filming Outlander, which is really interesting, right, Kayla?
Oh my gosh, I'm 34.
There you go.
We're all Claire.
Yes. And they cast her a bit older, playing a 27-year-old. And now, in hindsight, you know that because this show was going to go into her becoming, her aging as a
Yeah.
beautiful woman. So it was a smart move, don't you think?
I think she's the perfect Claire.
She has the perfect spunkiness of Claire, that like constant fighting of
Yeah.
Jamie and battling everyone that she encounters. Yes.
And I think if anyone else played it, I feel like they would be super annoying.
Yes.
Because Claire's annoying, but I feel like the actress definitely
Is
makes,
charming
she makes it,
and beautiful enough.
She's
yeah.
so beautiful.
Yes.
If she were an animal, she would be a swan with her
Yeah.
beautiful long neck and her
Gazelle.
gazelle. Oh my gosh. But you're right about the spunkiness. She's very headstrong. She can be outspoken and like make really rash decisions that can
hmm
frustrate people, the audience. But of course, she's very clever. And then she's intuitive and she's a healer. I mean, so much of the storyline is based on her being a healer, a nurse, a surgeon. It's a really strong role model for women. You don't always get this in period dramas.
I mean, she made me realize that if I were sent back, I would be useless.
Yeah.
Because be like, why would I mean, what would I do back then?
Hmm.
She is very smart. I mean, everything that she does and her knowledge that she takes back, it's crazy. It's paving the way for women back then. So
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Did you know that she's going to be in Sense and Sensibility, the new one with Daisy Edgar Jones? She's playing the mom, the mother Dashwood.
Oh, nice.
So
I'm
she'll,
looking forward to that adaptation.
yeah, I am too. I think it's going to be really beautiful. It's done by Focus Features, who did the Joe Wright 2005
hmm
Pride and Prejudice. So I feel like they're going to handle it right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much better than.
I've only ever seen her in Belfast, that 2021 movie. It's like in black and white, and it's
Oh, was she in that?
mm-hmm,
That was
mm-hmm,
before I even started watching the show when I saw that. So
mm-hmm.
I'm new to Outlander, but I binged it.
Fair enough. And then we have Sam Heughan, who is a Scottish actor playing the fiercely loyal, lovable Scottish warrior, Jamie or James Alexander Malcolm Mackenzie Fraser. What a name. What a man.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
There there aren't many scenes where you find fault with him. Like he's such an honorable man, but also a fighter. And I don't know, I think he's kind of like I think a lot of women see him as the like ideal character.
He's
Well,
just
I
he's
so
don't,
yeah,
adorable. Like he's
he's
just
silly and sweet, but he's also
mhm.
strong
Yeah.
and he really cares for Claire and protects her. Well, tries to, but she
Yeah.
kind of she gets in the way of that.
the only other time I've seen Sam Heughan in something else, I have to tell you guys, if you're like the Hallmark Christmas movie fans, that
No, I know what you're talking about. I saw that and I was like, is that him?
yeah, he's so young. It's called A Princess for Christmas. It's from 2011, set in Scotland, and also stars a beautiful actress who I've always thought looked like Keira Knightley. Her name is Katie McGrath. So I recommend that if you love rom-coms and holiday Hallmark movies, go find this one. Sam has a very memorable dance scene in it. Both Caitríona Balfe, who plays Claire, and Sam Heughan, who plays Jamie, were around 34 during the filming of season one of Outlander. Both were playing younger characters. As I mentioned before, Claire is supposed to be 27 in the story, and Jamie is 22 years old at the start of Outlander. So now let's talk about season one. It starts out with Claire and her husband in 1945, Frank. They're taking their second honeymoon in the Scottish Highlands. He's interested in his ancestor, Jonathan Wolverton Randall, who was in the area. So they go back to this area. Claire's just really interested in medicinal herbs. She was a nurse in World War II, and they're trying to get reacquainted. They've been away from each other for so long in the war. And they get there, and already like supernatural things are happening. Like we have the housekeeper lady, Mrs. Graham, reading her tea leaves. Do you remember that?
hmm
And saying like everything's contradictory.
Well, she saw
There,
their palm and was like,
Palm,
"You have
yeah.
two lifelines," or they no, they go out and like a fork, they fork at the
Mhm.
end,
And
and
I think she predicted two husbands as
yeah,
well, didn't she? Yeah.
Hmm.
like normally it doesn't fork off like that. It'll be like one of them will die and the other one will come up after, but it's like two at the same time.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yes, so that's interesting. And then there's the Craignadoon stones that, at first Frank and Claire are just watching the women dancing at sunrise, the like druid dancing. And that's just really kind of eerie. And then before that, Frank sees the stranger in the rain looking up at Claire. She's like brushing her hair. She's wearing a beret. The guy is wearing a beret, kilt, and boots. And when Frank, he like pushes past him and he like disappears. I love the way they did that scene.
hmm
What if he like time traveled, but like,
I
you
think
know,
that's a prediction. I think that's a prediction for season eight that we're going to get a full circle moment where we see what that was about. Frank believes that perhaps someone that she nursed in the war, some man became obsessed with
Becomes
her.
obsessed, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just so interesting. I love so much of the creepy like mystery elements of that
hmm
first episode even.
Yeah.
Then of course she's like, "Oh, I want to go get those forget-me-not flowers by the stones." She's wearing this pretty creamy white dress and a tartan shawl and she goes back to find the flowers. She hears something strange. We hear, what we end up hearing a lot throughout the series, that buzzing sound.
hmm
Touches the stone. Boom. Like this is what we've been waiting for. She wakes up. She's very disoriented. I remember she can't see the car. I think she looks for a car at first. And then all of a sudden she's like in a battle. And she wonders if she's been on the set of a costume drama. And I loved that because of our podcast. And I like because she kind of loses the shawl, I think. She loses her belt, and it looks like she's almost wearing like an old-fashioned woman's nightgown. It's her dress from the 1940s, but when I rewatched it, I was like, it kind of looks like an old-fashioned shift or something.
yeah, it definitely looks like underwear.
Hmm. And she meets Jonathan Randall, who looks like her husband. What a
Yeah.
crazy thing. And this actor, Tobias Menzies,
hmm
we got to talk about him because he can be charming as Frank, but he can be so downright evil and villainous as Blackjack Randall. Kayla, talk to me. I know you have thoughts about this actor.
I mean, I love him. The actor, like, come on, like he's done a great job because wow, like to play two such distinct characters and to be played off and you still feel for the other one, even though it's hard. He looks exactly the same, but
Anna, what do you think about
Oh
this?
yeah, I loved him in The Crown, and I was Team Frank for the longest time because I felt so
Oh.
bad for him. He was such a good husband, and until I met Jamie, and Jamie was just around more, I was like, oh, I love Jamie. But I mean, Frank was such a good character. I mean, he was such a good person, and I mean, I still have such a soft spot for Frank, but yeah, Randall, Blackjack Randall's, oh, he was just a terrible character.
no, in that first episode, like I remember thinking, oh my gosh, they're so in love, her
Yeah.
hmm
and Frank. I was like, I gotta see how this plays out because I don't know how she's gonna not want to go back for Frank.
But even
Yeah.
after, like even after when he finds out about Brianna, like the way he reacts to her and the way he takes care of her and loves her, like Frank is such a good character and such a good, I mean, person. I still love Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have just been so difficult for him because Claire is gone for 3 years
hmm
and to come back pregnant. I mean, it's almost like how could he believe her? But he kind of has to believe her because of the baby. That's proof
hmm
enough. But yeah, wow. And do you blame Claire? I mean, after all the atrocities that she sees with Blackjack Randall, I mean, do you blame her though for not being able to go back to Frank with that same face?
No, I don't
No,
blame I
not
don't
at
blame her at
all.
all. That's scarring and he looks exactly like him. Like there's no way
Yeah,
anyone could
no.
just let that go. It's
It's
unfortunate for Frank, but it's just the way it is. Like,
Yeah.
And I like how, jumping a little ahead to what we learn in season two, I like how we end up learning that he wasn't the direct descendant of Blackjack
hmm
Randall. His ancestor was
Brother.
the brother. Yes.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that was kind of weird for me. I'm like, then how does he look exactly like him? But I guess it's still possible.
I think so. I mean, and the thing is, I thought the casting for the two brothers was really good.
Yeah.
So, okay. So back to season one, when she gets rescued by Murtagh, I think, and then ends up with Dougal and all those Scottish guys that remind me of the Hobbits in Lord of the Rings. She gets her first glimpse of Jamie. She has to set his shoulder. It's like disjointed and really gross. And this is the start of Claire becoming who she was, who she became in that time period. A
The
healer,
witch.
the witch. Yes. Yeah. I mean, no one can explain her. So
Yeah.
she's a witch. It doesn't help, of course, that the Scottish people are just very superstitious too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they go to Castle Leoch with Dougal's brother being the Laird, Callum Mackenzie. I mean, all of the casting choices in season one, I think, are just really great. Great actors. She discovers that the year is 1743, and then throughout the season, she'll have flashbacks to Frank telling her the history, and I really love the way they weave that together. So
No, she
she's
is
just piecing the puzzle together.
no, she is so smart and like she can retain all
hmm
that. I would be like, did I hear something? I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it. Like
Seriously.
I vaguely
Again,
remember
I would
hearing
be so
that.
useless.
And there's no way I'd retain all that knowledge.
I would be like, oh yeah, there's that castle, but yeah, what's the importance?
What
I don't
happened there?
remember. Yeah.
Oh crap, I don't remember.
Me and Kayla would be like, oh, that's a nice antique.
Let's
Yeah.
take this back and
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. For our listeners, I know Kayla and Anna are big into antiquing lately, so
an obsession.
but it's yeah. I mean, it is lucky that she is a lover of history. I think it said her her uncle that kind of raised
Hmm.
her was an archaeologist. She married a historian. She was a nurse in the war, which I think had to have helped. Like, because later on, I start thinking about how poor Brianna and Roger are taken back into time, and they never do as well as Claire. And I think it's
Oh my
because
God.
they struggle a bit. Claire was the perfect person to go back in history because of her upbringing.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I think that's why the Stones chose her to go back.
Mhm. So the first time she tries to go back to the Stones and escape the the Scottish people, she gets captured by the Redcoats, gets gets taken away, and has her second meeting with Blackjack Randall, and they spar verbally.
Well, yeah, because I remember when I first watched it, I was like, okay, let's just see how he is with her. Maybe he's got some decency to him. And you're
Hmm.
like, oh my gosh, she's getting through to him. And then that gut punch, and I'm like, I was just shocked. Like I felt so angry that he did that to her, and I was like, okay, this is why everything makes sense now. Like
Hmm.
why she falls in love with Jamie. Like I get it now.
Well,
Yeah,
that's also when you know what type of villain you're dealing with. It's like, oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That gut punch is just, ugh, it's kind of sickening. How can a man do that to a woman? But we learn more and more just how evil this character is. But yeah, he makes the audience and Claire for a moment think that he can change.
Hmm.
He's so conniving, so evil. I mean, I've
He's
always sadistic, yes. I've always thought of him too. We covered The Patriot together as a podcast episode, and Tavington is also
Hmm.
quite, but I think that Blackjack Randall is just
he's
a
worse.
little bit above. He's
Oh,
worse.
yeah.
Yeah, like torture versus like just killing someone. There's a difference.
Of course. Oh, I love that scene though when Jamie saves her from the prison and he's like hanging off the side of the castle and he
Yeah.
opens the window and he's like he's there.
The gun was empty too, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes. But this is also bad because then now, of course we learn the history between Jamie and Blackjack Randall, but the fact
Hmm.
that the three of them are kind of brought together again, destiny brought them together, you just know this isn't going to bode well. So they do escape in this situation, but Claire needs protection now. So she marries Jamie. Dougal kind of arranges it. This is episode 7 of season 1. Iconic episode. This is probably one of my favorite episodes. The way they tell the story of, finding the dress, finding the ring, bringing them together. And then Anna, from the book, like she's getting drunk all the while.
Hmm.
She's not in love with Jamie at this point. He's, I think, fallen head over heels for her. He's like, okay, sure, I'll marry her.
Yeah.
Um, but she's grappling with the fact that she has a husband.
Yeah, and she's missing Frank and she feels terrible. And I mean, she's nervous. I mean, I can't imagine that feeling, wanting to go back, and now you're being forced to marry this younger guy too.
Costume design by Terry Dresbach. This dress is so beautiful. It's silver and intricate and ornate, and there are like leaflet designs. It's just so beautiful, shimmering, very low cut. Some people don't like the low cutness, but you have to realize this is a borrowed dress. This wasn't tailor-made for her.
Mhm.
So it makes sense in the storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the way that episode unfolds. They're getting to know each other in many different ways. He gives her the pearl necklace. He's just such a gentleman and a sweet,
Yeah.
loving man. Of course, she teaches him things in the bedroom. We'll leave it at that. It's a good episode. It's so well written, iconic.
Can we also talk about Larry?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. This
Oh my
actress,
God.
some people love to hate her because she is entertaining. She's so chaotic and a lovesick puppy, but she she's also infuriating. What are your thoughts on this actress
Get
character?
over it. That's my thing is get over
Well,
it.
yeah, like at first I totally get it. Like she's bummed, like that sucks. But then it's like she just does not let it go.
No.
And she
She
goes
After
never.
overboard.
years and years, it's like get over it.
I know.
Trying to burn Claire at the stake, like
Yeah,
it's
that
a
was too
constant
far.
thing.
And Claire tried to help her out at the beginning. She was trying to
Yes.
help her out with Jamie too and everything. So
I
Yeah.
know. I know. I've seen this actress in one other thing, the Victoria series with Jenna Coleman. She plays like a good character, like a really sweet, lovable character. So it's funny to see her in this where you're just always like kind of annoyed by her and
Yeah. They
but
cast the daughter very well, Marcelly,
mm.
for like, just because
yes.
she looks so much like her.
Or like a
And
nicer version.
yes, because the
Just an
first time I
example.
saw her, I was like, oh my God, you look just like your mom. I don't like you, but she was nothing like her. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's true. Yeah, it's interesting because they all the characters that you meet in seasons one and season two, they come back in a later
hmm
season. And I think that's just really cool that they do that. Just a little bit more about season one before we move on. Okay, we got to talk about Gayless. I
Oh yeah.
mean, Lottie Verbeek is the actress. She's from the Borgias as well. That flaming red hair. I mean, she is so so fascinating because you think like, oh, a kindred spirit for Claire, a friend in the castle. But as you learn, she's killing her
Intense.
husband. She's intense. She's just crazy. She's killed multiple husbands, we end up finding out. And you gotta, though, love that episode where she is during the witch trial episode when you learn that she is also a time traveler. I remember the first time I saw that, my mind was just blown. I loved it.
I know.
And it's all because of the smallpox vaccination.
That mark.
She believes falsely that a human sacrifice is needed to
So if they were to
travel.
just tell her, hey, use some diamonds, like would they not work for her?
I think
I don't know.
she uses gems too, though. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yeah. But she just falsely believes that.
Yeah, that's
I think she
crazy.
just enjoys it.
She just enjoyed it. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
be real. She's from 1968. And we think she dies in season one, but she comes back. Then we have another time when Claire tells Jamie the truth, and he believes her, and he tries to help her go back through the stones. She can't do it. She can't. She just can't do
hmm
it. And it's a sweet moment. He's like crying when she
I
finds
know.
him. They go back to his house, Lollybrook, his estate. We meet Jenny, his sister, and Ian. And they have a lot of kids. I like the actress who plays Jenny as well.
hmm I love her.
She's so she was in, I've seen her in a couple things, Merlin, the TV series, and more things ensue. We're gonna just speed up season one here. Jamie gets taken away, and Claire teams up with Murtaugh to tour and try to find Jamie by singing the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy song. And I hate this
Yeah.
episode.
No,
I
yeah. I was like, can this be over? Like,
That was such a surreal. Okay, that's the thing about Outlander. There are a lot of episodes where I'm like, what is going on?
yeah.
Oh my gosh. That one is so funny. She's just like doing the
The way
1940s.
she looked
Yeah.
was
It
so.
was like,
That she must not like she I can't imagine the actress like enjoying that episode either.
and it didn't even work, right? Like they did,
No.
yeah. So it was like,
I think they were trying to integrate like some of her 1940s-ness into
well, it just showed how desperate she was, I guess. Right.
yeah.
No, because
She
those
was
people started stealing it. Remember?
the people.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Then the Wentworth prison ending. When I rewatched Outlander, I couldn't watch that episode again. It's just so horrible, right?
Yeah. I seeing Jamie in that way was just terrible. Like he does not deserve that. Nobody does, but ugh, it was terrible.
It's it's really hard to watch, to be honest. And then reading it is interesting, Anna. Of course, sometimes reading something
Well, that was my
is
question is all that stuff in the book?
it is
Yeah.
it
Uh,
is, but I it's so different when you see it.
It's
yeah.
like your brain interprets it like very different
Hmm.
than when you're watching it. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
And they spend a lot of time on it, and like in the book, I don't think it's maybe as long, or it's a little more vague, but you get the gist that he
Hmm.
tortured Jamie in the same way.
And I
Yeah.
think because I also read it, I
Hmm.
was like, I mean, I understand what happens, but I had to skip through it. I was like, I can't watch this. I
I
was like,
don't
there's
blame you
just
one
no,
bit. It was not enjoyable to watch. I just had to get
no.
through it, and I was like, I'm never watching this episode again. The scenes alone where he's getting flogged, that's enough. Like that's brutal. That's hard to watch. But then when you bring the sexual elements into it, it's just that much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's just suggest things. Like
Hmm.
we can play like we know what happens in our mind. We don't need to see it. Like
Yeah. It's true. Parts that I do, a couple things that I liked from that episode is just when Claire tells Frank that she is a witch, and she's cursing him, and she knows the date that he dies. Like I love that.
Hmm.
But that was pretty much it. And I did like a quote from the book towards the end that I think can be said about a lot of period dramas, because we love period dramas. Obviously, that's what the podcast is about. You can't always romanticize period dramas, because in history there were so many bad things that happened. So the quote, one never stops to think what underlies romance, tragedy and terror transmuted by time. Add a little art in the storytelling, and voila, a stirring romance to make the blood run fast and maidens sigh. So it's kind of even the author is perhaps the reason she did this story is to show that there can be a sweeping love story. But if you look back at history, there were just all these tragic atrocities that happened, and we
Hmm.
can't forget that. So let's pivot to season two. I do think season two couples really nicely with season one. I feel like the two of them are both iconic together. I love, love, love the costuming in season two. Claire and Jamie go to Paris, they go to Versailles. The gowns that Claire gets to wear, they're just so beautiful and over the top floral designs, some more modern looks, because you think she goes to the 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 dressmakers and she says, I want a dress with this structure, with this design. She's thinking back to her 1940s. So we have even that one dress with the hat that's the new Dior look,
Yeah.
and she looks so elegant and chic. Of course, their floral pattern dresses, and then the red satin dress in episode two of season two. Thoughts on the costuming? Do you think they went too far with the modern elements, or do you think it makes sense with the storyline?
I loved it. I mean, I loved the way Claire looked. I did it didn't bother me, so
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just so fitting that she's
hmm.
still trying to kind of grasp at her 1940s lifestyle a little bit, and being able to wear that fashion, maybe a little more low cut. The red dress is quite low cut, I think.
Yeah. I think it goes back to Claire just trying to again start a trend, be the first person to do something. I will say, especially like after season one, when they go to France and
Hmm.
Jamie is having to recover mentally and physically,
Yeah.
and instantly they get off the boat and there goes Claire causing problems because I think
Oh,
there's
yeah.
that like what's going on? I think
Is it smallpox or
yes.
plague? Some kind of
Yeah, there's
plague?
something going on and she instantly starts like
I know.
yeah, just makes an enemy. I'm like, can you just give Jamie a break for just like a second?
Yes, the Comte Saint-Germain.
Yes, I'm like Claire. You
Oh
don't
my God.
have to be involved in everything.
She does like to get involved. She's very outspoken. Whereas, like,
Mhm.
I think if I went back in history, I would really try to like blend in.
But I mean, like, even during like this time, like if your partner is going through something, it's like maybe
Yeah.
focus on your partner.
Yeah.
Like just chill for just a little bit.
It's so true. And I love all the Versailles scenes. We have new villains, we have old villains in this season too. So the Duke of Sandringham, we didn't really mention him, but he did come in season one. That actor, he's in a lot of period dramas.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Callow. So he's in A Room with a View. He's in The Phantom of the Opera. Maurice. So he's in a lot of period dramas. And to see him as the Duke of Sandringham with that wig, that crazy over the top wig from this time period from the 18th century. Did, did you like him as a villain? Was he a villain you kind of love to hate, or do you hate him like you do Jack Randall?
He
I
wasn't
think he
definitely
was
was
just kind
not
of
the best.
slimy in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he was just kind of like annoying, just two timing.
He also employs, that's how we learn about Jack's brother, Alex, who ends up
Hmm.
marrying that sweet little Mary Hawkins lady.
Yeah.
She was so sweet and like meek.
Hmm.
We have Master Raymond, the apothecary. We got to talk about him because in season two, he's kind of, you don't know if he's an actual friend of Claire's. You get the gist that he knows about Claire being a time traveler because he'll say things like, "Oh, we'll see each other again sometime."
Hmm.
I really do like him as a character because you know there's some bigger picture out there with the time
Yeah.
travel.
Me too. I love him. And I love that actor. He was I loved him in The City of Lost Children. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
No, but I need to.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but yeah, I love that actor and his character. I love how he comes back in the last
Yes.
season as well. Well, the recent one.
What
I
is
was
he
like
all?
waiting for him.
Yeah.
Just a couple more things about season two costuming. The mustard yellow cloak that Claire wears when she's walking through Paris. I would die for that quote cloak. She also has some pretty violet purple outfits, dresses and cloaks. There's a brown floral dress, which is interesting, and some more yellow floral print dresses. I will never get over season two costuming. It's just, and even the men wear some, Jamie wears like some really cool vests, waistcoats with like floral patterns. He just looks very chic and elegant. And it's nice to see them in this dress after being in all of the tartan and this
Hmm.
the shawls and the scrappy clothing of
And then
season one.
they go back to all that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I think I like it is it's like the only time where there's a series of episodes where they look elegant and clean. They're so clean for a few episodes. Claire, people in France call her a witch too. They call her La Dame Blanche.
Hmm.
That made me laugh for some reason. I don't know why.
It's like they're acknowledging that she's a white witch. She's like not into the black arts, but she's kind of witchy.
Yeah.
And it saves her life at times. Like, um, the people in the street are afraid of her and run away. The king, that whole scene with the king,
Kind
oof,
of weird.
very strange. Um, and you just learn from season two that Claire and Jamie, they make sacrifices for each other. They do pretty much anything they can to stay together. And
Yeah.
Black Jack Randall comes back,
Yeah.
and he didn't die. And he and Jamie have a duel. She loses her daughter. So
Hmm.
as we're led to believe. And there's a lot of like crazy acting in season two. I think they really did go all out with their characters and the storylines.
We also get to meet Fergus. I love Fergus.
Yes.
So,
As a kid and as a grown up, I love Fergus.
yes, I mean, he's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he and Marcelly, right?
Yes, I love them.
And they're coming back for season
I
eight.
know, I miss them so much.
Yes. And he is the little French boy. It's just so cute.
I know. Oh.
And something terrible had to happen to him too. Like,
I know. That's
why?
the whole thing. So there's an Entertainment Weekly article by Maureen Lee Linker who said that the author, because a lot of this comes from the author, uses sexual violence far too often as a source of
Mm,
conflict or drama. Regardless of the accuracy of the era, it's tiresome and excessive when you consider that every member of the Fraser family has been assaulted.
yeah.
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's like we don't we don't need all of that or
I
any
mean,
of
you're
that.
right. That's true. Like Brianna has been, I mean, the first thing she does that happens to her when she steps back in time is she gets assaulted.
I
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, poor little Fergus. I mean, ugh, it's just crazy. So, but I do, okay, let's turn it. Let's think about the bright side of things is that I feel like so many kids and teenagers and young people end up getting cared for by Jamie and Claire. It's like they
yeah.
have this like extended family. Like it's like when people take in like stray pets and
Hmm.
stuff and they love them.
Yeah. I do love that. I love Jamie's relationship with Fergus and the way he gave Fergus his last name. Like, oh, that was
Mhm.
just such a touching moment. Like, yeah, I love Fergus.
The end of season two, we get into the Battle of Culloden and a lot of the, Bonnie Prince Charlie rallying the troops. Eventually, Claire gets pregnant again, and they decide to send Claire back through the stones because they think Jamie's going to die at the Battle of Culloden. This is a very dramatic ending to season two. Do you agree with the choices there? Like, would you have been able to leave Jamie?
No. I get why they did it, but I couldn't have done it.
It would make sense to send her back for a baby with better, medical technology.
And she'd already had a miscarriage. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it was tough. And she was just so distraught, did not want to leave. I'll never forget that scene of her wandering the road in her historical clothing. Yeah, and Frank is there for her. He is ready to pick up right where they left off, try to rebuild their life. He learns her story and decides, yeah, I'll raise Brianna as my own. They go to Boston for a change of scenery. We get parallel scenes of Jamie trying to get back on his feet after Claire goes back to her time. We learn that Jamie killed Blackjack Randall on the battlefield and survived Culloden. He's definitely considered a Jacobite rebel, a fugitive for 6 years. And that's when you see those red Jamie wanted posters. He and Murtaugh end up at Ardsmuir Prison.
I
Yeah.
loved Murtaugh. I miss Murtaugh. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
He is the greatest. And apparently he's not even featured in the book series as much, but they had to keep him in
Yep.
because people loved him.
Yeah, because he was so great.
He was really just the heart and soul of the story. And when
Hmm.
Jamie finds him again as a blacksmith or
Oh, I
whatever, oh my
know.
gosh. Yeah, so Jamie has it a little better in prison because all the prisoners look up to him, and he is sort of their leader. He also befriends the governor of the prison, who ends up being Lord John Grey, the 16-year-old who he spared the life of in season two when he and Claire tricked the young boy into thinking Claire was their captive. That was a great scene. Love it. And John Grey really becomes so pivotal throughout Jamie and Claire's journey. And everyone falls in love with Jamie. Can we just talk about that?
He's just so charming.
Women, men, everyone. I think that's so funny. Because then that that young woman, Geneva, Lady Geneva, um, she ends up falling in love with Jamie, because everyone does. She's about to marry a not so nice older man, and she comes to Jamie and is like, "Can you be the first person I sleep with?"
I mean, I don't blame her. It's like,
Yeah, she had kind of a bleak out marriage ahead of her. And she kind of looked like Claire. Did you think
Mhm.
that ever?
A little bit.
I
Yeah.
thought that.
Yeah.
No, but she's just got the dark hair when it's pulled back. She's very pretty and elegant. And apparently she's wearing earrings that are very, there's something I read about the costuming. She's actually wearing like some earrings that Claire wore at one point or something. So I think they were trying to go with that. I don't know. And through this, Jamie has
Mm.
a son that he can't tell, you know, he can't share the truth with his son William that he's the father. So he kind of is able to be there in the first few years of his life and be the groomsman at the estate where he lives, but that's just such a you can tell it just really affects Jamie. Like he really cares for this little boy.
Oh
So
yeah.
back in the 1950s, Claire's trying to make a life with Frank, raise Brianna. She goes to medical school. She's the only woman in medical school. She befriends Joe Abernathy, who is the only man of color at the school. So at like they're breaking barriers
Hmm.
together, which is, I think, a really cool element to the story. And do you like season three for all the back and forth between the 50s and 60s and the Jamie time period?
I liked it. It was something different. And it just made me yearn for Jamie.
Hmm. Yeah, it made me hurt for both of them. I was like, why can't they just go back together? Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
but no, I love that Claire was able to further her knowledge and actually become like a surgeon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. She wouldn't have been able to do that.
Hmm.
That's a very good point.
She wouldn't be able to go around, I'm a doctor. I can't let these people die.
Which she does time and time
Yeah.
again. When Brianna's grown up,
Hmm.
she and her mother take a trip to Scotland. They meet Roger, who was a
Uh,
little boy. Okay, some people say Roger gives him the ick. I don't think he's that bad. Thoughts on Roger?
I'm sorry, he does give me the
Okay, okay.
I like him as a friend.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we friend zone him.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
like I did. No, I mean, I don't really have a problem with him, but yeah, like his personality, like I definitely wouldn't be into it.
No, that's an interesting point about the friend thing. Because as a love interest to Brianna, as one of the major romances of the full series, I mean, you put him next to Jamie and Claire, it's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he does come on a bit strong with Brianna in some of season three. He proposes very early on, and that whole thing. I can't blame Brianna for running away.
Yeah, like come on, like you kind of sprung this on her, then you're mad at her reaction. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's not even just, it's the contradictory, like you're mad at her because she's not willing to wait before
Yeah.
marriage, but yeah.
You're not alone, Anna. I know a lot of people aren't super fans of Roger, and I don't think he's quite like Jamie, but I sometimes feel like he is good for Brianna and he's a good guy. The actor, Richard Rankin, is really funny, such a great person. So I think it is more about the character who I don't love as much. I don't love all his choices and his reactions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Brianna's outfits in the 60s. She looks
Yeah.
so cool in her outfits.
Brianna's pretty cool. Like I will say she can stand on her own. Like there
Mm-hmm.
are some episodes where I'm like, yeah, she's pretty tough. Like unfortunately I can't say that about Roger, but
Brianna, some people don't love her. I will defend Brianna. I think they give her some bad writing maybe
I
at
agree.
times, but
Hmm.
she does the best she can. These were big shoes to fill. The child of Jamie and Claire. I think this actress, Sophie Skelton, I think she does the best she can.
Yep.
She's likable for most of the time. She's a strong, independent woman. She knows
yeah.
how to shoot and take care of herself. Okay, look good.
And well, and people comment about her accent, but to me, it makes sense because Claire had a British accent and
And Frank did too.
Frank, but she lives in America. So yeah, there's gonna be like the way she says anything.
Anything.
Like, but like I mean, that's to me that makes sense because they're just gonna have a blended accent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will say that did throw me off the first time I heard her, but yeah, you're right. I mean, she
yeah.
is going to have like a weird accent because she did grow up with her parents having accents, and she's also from Boston, so she grew
Boston.
up
Yeah.
with a Boston like accent. So she
Yeah.
is going to have a weird blended accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't that annoyed me with her was how she reacted when Roger
Hmm.
they abducted him and sold him, and the way she treated Jamie and young
Yes.
Liam. But it's like, yeah, okay, you can be mad, but like they didn't know. Like you can't
Yeah.
really. Obviously, they wouldn't have done that if they knew that.
I know.
Yeah.
And it was also Lizzie's fault a little bit. So,
Yeah, seriously.
oh,
I was like,
Lizzie,
maybe if you guys would have talked, I don't
talked.
know, said names, like nobody said anything.
I know. But let's take it back a little bit. So Roger goes back in time for her because she's trying to find her mother and Jamie, who she learns that they're going to perhaps die in the fire. And so she's got to go back. Roger goes back as well, finally finds her. They are handfast. They have this nice little ceremony. They consummate the marriage. And I hated also the way they reacted with each other. Like, you'd
Yes.
think after all of that traveling, you would just like be a little understanding with anything that
Yes.
happened in the past and anything you may not have told someone.
Yes. Can I just say they treat time traveling like an Uber? It's like they get an argument. You know what? I'm going back home. I'm like, it's not that simple.
Yeah.
I didn't love the writing around that, but it is almost like a plot device for then them to separate and then that horrible thing to happen to
Yeah.
Brianna. She goes back to the inn. She finds her mother's wedding ring that
Hmm.
was stolen by Stephen Bonnet, the that Irishman who Jamie and Claire saved to then later attack them. And she herself gets attacked and raped. And it's just like, it's horrible. It's not villain wise. I like to say that I think it's interesting to compare all the villains across Outlander. Okay. So we have
Yeah.
Black Jack Randall, who is probably the most evil. I mean, he's number one evil. And then we have Gayless, who's just like crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
eccentric. Stephen Bonnet, thoughts on him? Is he a good villain? Is he as equally evil? Is he slightly less evil? Thoughts?
What he did was terrible. I feel like that's another example of why did they have to put that in the show? Because I feel like Stephen Bonnet had the potential to be a villain you love to hate, but now you're just like, ew.
Can I also say that's another thing I hated was the way Roger reacted to when Brianna got assaulted and then the fact that she was pregnant and how long it took. Like he actually had to leave and then he came, like the way he had to think about it, like to
Mm-hmm.
be with Brianna. It's like, wait,
Yeah.
you left her alone, and she became
Yeah.
pregnant. Like, what? It's not her fault.
I know.
Yeah.
I just feel like he lived a very sheltered life
Yeah.
in the 21st century. He wasn't made for going back in time like Claire.
No.
Brianna, because she is like the daughter of Claire and Jamie, I think she's a little better at in that time period. But Roger is like, he's gonna get hung. He's gonna he's gonna get beaten up. He does not survive the Mohawks like Ian.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's talk about Ian for a second. Let's take a moment away from Roger. Who likes Ian?
Oh, he's one
I
of my favorite characters.
Yes, I love Ian.
How did they like come up with this character? This is such a great character, great actor.
He's so
Wow.
cute. And then when he goes to join the Mohawks and he earns his place there and then he comes
Well,
back.
and they love him too
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah. I
Oh
know
my
that was such
gosh.
a cute scene when he was like, I like this.
Yeah.
I know. He goes through the gauntlet and he
Yeah.
like, and then he has the sidekick dog Rolo, Wolf
Yeah.
Dog. How can you
Yeah.
not love? I mean, Ian is just so great. So great. The way he talks, the way he says and Auntie Claire.
Yes.
Auntie Claire.
Oh,
I know.
He is so lovable. He is one of the best characters. And then Fergus and I mean, I love Marcelly
yeah.
and I love Fergus too. I don't love what they did eventually with like Fergus being drunk and like I feel like that was an unnecessary plot line as well.
I agree because why is it that all of a sudden his disability is becoming a problem? Like
Hmm.
it never was a problem.
I know.
It never affected him and now it is. Like I agree.
I didn't like that storyline. It's like they wanted to give Fergus and Marcelly some kind of drama because they were so perfect for so long.
Yeah,
But I didn't like it. I think they should have
I
just remained
agree.
perfect and then they should have just like gone and moved away for the print to become a
Hmm.
printer. But anywho, but those characters that they created, I think they really made these middle seasons good, like Ian especially.
Yeah,
Yeah, so and we didn't even get to talk about Anne
I
Jocasta, played by
know.
Maria Doyle Kennedy. This actress is in a lot of period dramas.
Yes.
Like,
And I like her. I remember having to look her up because she looks so familiar. I just love her face. Like I was like,
yeah, Irish actress. She was in The Tudors
mm-hmm.
as Queen Catherine. She was in Downton Abbey.
Yes, that's where I remembered her in.
Uh-huh. Mrs. Bates the first. She was kind of a villain in that one. And she's,
Yeah.
oh, she was in Dexter. Like she just shows up a lot.
Yep.
Let's talk about Aunt Jocasta a little more. Definitely not a villain or even as bad as an antagonist, but she does have some questionable actions. She takes part in some questionable things, I feel like. And she's surrounded by some antagonists here in the middle season that are part of her storyline. Like I'm thinking the actor Billy Boyd, who we all know as Pippin from Lord of the Rings, who shows up. There's just a handful of villains in those middle seasons. They all start meshing together in your head.
Yeah.
Except for the Browns.
The Browns, we got to talk about that
Lionel
too.
Brown, I will say he was kind of like a nightmare. Like, at
He
least
was
for me.
awful.
I that was a terrible like time.
Oh my gosh, the end of season 5 is I had to take a break from Outlander after that.
Yeah.
So, they've gone through a lot of story arcs. At the end of season 5 is when Claire, she's been almost raped so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And then for them to do this to her, it almost hurts worse because she's been
No,
able.
it's just really unnecessary. Like, that's all I have to say.
It is. It is. I do love the song choice in that episode. Okay, that sounds really weird. Let's talk about music. I know Kayla wants to talk
That's the
about
only
music.
thing Carly was like thinking about. I was like, wow, this song.
The music.
I know.
Well, I mean, it's a way I do like she's disassociating herself. Like
Yeah.
she's trying to cope with the situation and she's dreaming of her family life in the 60s.
Oh yeah. I mean that scene. Oh yeah.
It's well made, that part of
Hmm.
it. It's horrible what's actually happening to her. Um, and I don't know, it's a memorable episode, of course, for the atrocities, but also like the production of the I don't know if this
Yeah.
comes across as
No, I
desensitive.
mean, you're right though. I mean, again, that's why I say Lionel Brown like stood out because of just the way they shot it. And I remember when it was like happening that just episode was so surreal. Like I was like, wow, this
Yeah.
episode stands out. Like it was
Yeah.
just
Yeah, so the song is called Never My Love by The Association and it's from 1967. Speaking of music, let's lighten the mood a little bit. Kayla, you I know are a fan of the Skyboat song, which is the intro to every season, every episode, but each season they give it a new flavor, a new singer, and this is a 19th century Scottish adaptation of a 1782 Gaelic song. Um, do you have a favorite variation of the songs, Kayla? Like certain seasons?
I love the first, season, whatever, however long that one stays on. I forget. I just love the imagery they put with it. Like it just, I don't know, it just comforts me. The season 7 version with Sinead O'Connor. Oh my gosh, like I think it's underrated.
Yeah.
I think it's her, and apparently that was the last song she recorded.
Yeah, before her
And it was
death.
during her son, like her son was going through some, or her, she just lost her son.
Oh,
Hmm.
And she recorded that, and her voice is just gorgeous in that. And but that one, at the season 6, I had to fast forward through it. I'm sorry,
I
it was
remember
not.
you mentioning that.
Season 6 was painful for my ears, but then season 7 made up for it for sure.
Yeah.
I'm so curious if they're going to continue using the Sinead O'Connor song for season 8 or if they're going to give it a new treatment.
I feel
I,
like they would probably do another one. I don't know. It's a
but
good
that
question.
one, they even dedicated one of the episodes to Sinead O'Connor after she
Yeah.
passed, and I thought that was really sweet. It really is like an ethereal, beautiful version of that song. Yeah. Season 6, Kayla, it's funny that you mentioned you didn't like the intro. Also, would you say this is maybe your least favorite seasons?
Yeah, it is. I
It's
actually don't even remember what happened. I
it's
just know I
very
don't like it.
it's very like Salem witch trials. It's very like the
Hmm.
Crucible.
Yeah. To me,
I
it,
mean,
it seemed
go ahead.
like a filler season to me.
Yeah,
I
it
mean, I
does.
didn't hate it, but like it wasn't my favorite.
I agree. It took me a while to get through it, and I don't think it got my full attention. I will say that.
And
Yeah.
the villains are kind of like
Is it
not as strong.
that old man or something? Like,
Christy,
Tom
Tom
Christie,
Christie, yeah.
the Protestant, and he ends up at the Ridge. There were some flashbacks to Ardsmere prison where he knew
Hmm.
Jamie. I will say, so his children in this
Yeah.
storyline. So we
Yeah.
have, but that I love the two actors. I don't love them in this, but Jessica Reynolds is an Irish actress who you may have recently seen in the House of Guinness series, and love her. And then she plays Malva Christie, and then Alexander Vlahos. Love this actor who plays Alan Christie the son, but he actually plays villains a lot of the time. He was in Merlin the series. He was in Versailles the series, Sanditon. He tends to play villains, but I really like this actor.
Well, he does a good job.
And did you watch the Lindsay Lohan Netflix rom-com Irish Wish from 2024?
Mm-mm.
oh, I think I did.
Okay, well, I just think it's funny because the two lead male actors are Stephen Bonnet and Alan Christie.
Oh, yeah.
So both villains from Outlander in the Lindsay Lohan Netflix movie. I just find it interesting.
That is interesting. That is funny. Yeah.
In this season, Claire creates ether to be like an anesthetic for to put people to sleep for her. I mean, throughout the show, Claire will kind of push boundaries a little bit. She'll create something, ether, or she wrote those notes about
Hmm.
medical.
Contraception.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And then
Which
her
is what
daughter.
started the whole Brown thing, right?
Yes.
Why they
Yeah.
did that to her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so like an argument for Claire, like just just go with the flow. Don't try
Chill.
to because you can't rewrite history. They've kind of
Yeah.
learned that they can do small things perhaps, but they can't really truly rewrite history.
Hmm.
But she's trying to save people's lives, so you get it. But anyways, she gets addicted to the ether, which I thought was an
Yeah.
interesting character moment for Claire because she's always been so strong
I mean, but
and
consider what she's went through. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's understandable.
Yeah, it's more about like trying to just sleep because she sees Brown still, Lionel
Ugh.
Brown, like in the darkness. She'll see him. So I kind of understand that a little bit.
I
Yeah.
know. You're right. You're right.
Mhm.
Eventually she talks to Jamie about it, and this is kind of a parallel moment to when Jamie has the horrible things that happen to him at
Yeah.
Wentworth Prison, and he doesn't talk to Claire for a while. He finally
Hmm.
talks to Claire. These two need to confide in each other. Of course, throughout you have, oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about when Claire finally goes back in time in the print shop.
Oh,
I
yeah. When
know.
they first see each other again.
Kayla, what do you think?
Crazy. Huh?
Did you like that scene though?
I mean, it was hilarious. I was like so happy when it happened, and then it was like, and then Jamie faints, and it's just so
With his little glasses.
Little glasses.
oh
I love
yeah,
how to make him look older. They give him glasses and like make his hair blonder instead of redder.
Yeah, yeah. They take away his curls, kind of.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're so cute together. I mean, they've gone through so much together and they stay by each other's side like throughout. And
We
Native Am
also learn that he marries Leary.
yeah. That was
there's so
bad.
much that happens in Outlander. Yeah, he marries Larry and gets the dot. I mean, and then again, he kind of becomes a father figure to some kids who aren't his own.
Yeah. I will say that to me was the biggest like betrayal was that he marries Leary.
Oh, you
Like,
think so?
yeah,
No, I
I mean,
agree.
she tried to kill Claire. I'd be like,
Yeah,
you can marry anybody else, but not her.
yeah. It was
Not
very,
the lady that hates me.
yeah.
I would have been like, she thinks she won.
That's
I
so funny.
I feel like it was during that time when Claire was gone that he tried to go back in time and he saw
Ooh.
her. That's my theory.
But later he mentions a dream.
Yeah, where he sees her brushing
Mhm.
her hair, and he says something about there was
The
light
light.
that was
Yeah.
brighter than candle.
Hmm. We'll
Hmm.
figure it out. We're gonna know the truth in season 8. Um, okay, we're about to get to season 7, but just a couple more things about this kind of interim time period. We have a lot of Native American storylines throughout, the Mohawk, the Cherokee. We have Ottertooth,
Hmm.
the other time traveler that she meets or meets the ghost of, and I did like that storyline. I thought it was very mysterious and interesting. But then they meet another Native American, um,
What was his name? The
Wenda,
one that was
mhm.
there whenever Claire was being assaulted,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
Wendigo Donner. And he
Yeah.
says, does the name Ringo Starr mean anything to
Yeah.
you? And then later, Rogers references or quotes Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and
Hmm.
he knows it. I thought that
Yep.
I liked those like little interesting moments. Of course, he's the reason that he and the ether are the reason that
Yeah. Ugh.
there's that explosion at Fraser's Ridge and that Tom Christie makes the fake obituary or like he believed it was real.
Hmm.
And that's what Brianna ended up reading in the future, which I think is,
Yep.
I love the way that all connected.
Played out. Yeah. And I also hate that their beautiful home gets
Mm.
destroyed.
That was hard for me because
I
it was so
know.
pretty and like they worked so hard on
I
it.
Mm.
know.
I felt like Kayla, you wanted to live there.
Yeah, I would have loved.
I know. I loved Claire's study, like her area. I mean, ugh.
I know.
There were some interesting things going on at Fraser's Ridge, though. I mean, you had Lizzie and the twins.
Leave Lizzie alone. She was happy.
Okay, no, no, you're right. You're right. No, they had a good situation, a good little
Yeah,
situation. I thought it was random.
it was.
Oh, I remember her. Y'all have a better memory than me. I forgot about that character.
It was just
Lizzie
random.
was chaos. She was very, very pure, but chaos.
Right, right. You know what? Whatever works.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's move on to season 7. It's approximately 12 years after Claire goes back to the print shop and meets Jamie. So 12 years have passed. They've had a great marriage together. They've, of course, joined in on the American Revolution here. They've been to the Caribbean. They killed Gayless. I mean, we couldn't even, we're gonna skip through things. There's not enough time in this podcast to talk about all the things that have happened to Claire and Jamie. But let's really focus here in the end on season 7 because it's getting us to this finale season here. This is a season where Brianna, she's pregnant with her second kid with Roger. They're having difficulties with the
Hmm.
kid, and so they go back to their own time period. They had tried once before, it didn't work. now as a family of four, they go back. They get really interesting with CGI in some of these episodes, which I think they hadn't really used before. I sent Kayla a clip of Jamie and Brianna when they're saying goodbye to each other. She's about to go through the stones. There's like these CGI fireflies like floating around, and
Oh
he like
yeah.
catches one. It's so
Yeah.
cheesy.
I do remember that scene.
So cheesy. Um, and Anywho, they decide to go back. They want to go back to Scotland. Claire and Jamie and Ian, they want to go back to Scotland. Of course, the American Revolution kind of holds their plans up a little bit, but they do end up going back to Scotland and seeing Lollybrook one more time. Jenny is a different actress.
I know.
I didn't like that.
Not to be mean.
Oh,
I don't want to hate, but yeah, I miss
She
my
didn't have
old
that.
Jenny.
She didn't have that spunk to her, you know.
I
yeah.
know.
I was so sad. Ian was the same, older Ian, who
Hmm.
is sick with consumption. It's very sad. At least young Ian gets to see him. But Ian, he's ready to go back to America. Of course, we know he's had some crazy times with his Native American family, but he's found love again with
Yeah.
Rachel. Do we like
Mhm.
Rachel? She says thee and thy a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
I
Quaker.
love her. I think she's adorable. The little Quaker girl, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think she's good for Ian. It makes Ian happy. So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
like how they're like the.
Yeah.
And
I'm
everyone else
glad
is
she
like, what
chose
why are you still
Ian.
talking like that? We're not talking
Yeah,
like
I
that.
know.
I wonder if the actress like had to really practice that a lot. I was
I
thinking.
oh, I can't imagine.
And her brother's like a doctor, and I like him.
Denzel,
Yeah.
yes, I love him.
The two of them, I think, were a great addition to the cast in season seven.
Mhm.
I love how she takes care of Rolo when he's
Mhm.
gone. And their wedding scene is just so funny
Yep.
when they're like it's like a Quaker ceremony and they're all sitting in silence and
Oh, that
like,
was
Waiting for the
so
spirit.
funny. Yeah, I loved that. That was hilarious.
Halo would die just sitting there waiting for the spirit to speak to them.
oh my gosh. So funny. Meanwhile, there's some stuff happening in 1980. We have Roger and Brianna buying Lollybrook and
I
renovating.
love this whole part. And
Yeah.
then I love the kind of spookiness of they're like someone's, around or whatever.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. I like the actor. I like
Yep,
Buck.
me too. He kind of reminded me of Murtaugh.
So yeah, so Buck is kind of given those vibes. I like that. And he's like the only one who saw Rob Cameron, the villain in
Hmm.
1980 for who he was. Like, how did
Yeah,
he not see that
yeah.
coming?
Calls him out right away.
That actor, Rob Cameron, is potentially in Bridgerton. He was in Bridgerton. He's potentially Eloise's love interest.
Ew.
I know. Interesting, right?
Okay.
Forgot.
Why would you let your kid go to just some like random stranger's home? Another thing from Brianna and Roger, where I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
Do you
right?
do you think they have a false sense of security because they were in the crazy historical times and now they're like in the modern age?
But
Yeah.
shouldn't you be more like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
I do, yeah, Kayla, I felt like you would like the renovation of Lollybrook scenes too. Brianna gets a job with all the, as an inspector of that dam, and that was really I liked she got locked in the dam
Hmm.
tunnels, and she's very smart. She figures her way out, but that weird tunnel-y, time travel-y moment.
Yeah.
That portal.
Portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger, they're trying to piece together what's going on here with the ley lines and why there are multiple areas where you can time travel. It's getting really interesting. Then, yeah, poor Brianna and Roger's son. Oh, the little kids with their Scottish accents are really cute.
They're so cute. I love, especially the little
Little
girl.
girl.
Oh, she's so
Daddy.
cute.
I can't even say it. But Rob Cameron kind of abducts Jimmy. Roger goes back to 1739. He ends up there with Buck, finds his father. So that was an
Yeah.
interesting element to the storyline. Sounds like time travel runs in the family because he's related to Buck, who's the offspring of Galus.
What did you think about um Roger meeting his dad, and how
Yeah.
did you think that changed? Do you think that changed anything? Him
Hmm.
being able to send him back?
I think not. I feel like everything in Outlander is like predestined.
Yeah,
So even when they make little changes in history, I don't know because like the whole fire to the Fraser's Ridge thing, like
yeah.
there was an explanation for it,
Hmm.
and Claire was involved in that explanation. So I'm just kind of like it's hard to wrap your head around the time travel stuff.
Yep. Yeah, that's one thing is I don't understand how the time travel works in Outlander.
Yeah.
Like, is it already just set and they just kind of already have like knowledge of it?
Mm-hmm.
Because same with the battle of,
Uh-huh.
um, I mean, they had knowledge and they couldn't change anything about it. So,
Yeah, the only thing they did was like save a few of Jamie's
yeah,
men from
family members.
yeah, which I
Yeah.
thought was interesting. So they're kind of going off that theory that they can do little changes. Claire, yeah, she's always trying to just invent, bring back the medical knowledge from the future. So penicillin,
Hmm.
the wee invisible beasties. I love it when Jamie calls
Yeah.
bacteria that.
Yeah.
It's so cute. The final two episodes of season 7, we see a lot happen. The Roger Brianna family, they get back together in the right time period together. Well, it's a different time period. It's 1739, but at least they're as a family
Yeah.
with Buck hanging out on the side. And then Claire gets shot in the American Revolution, almost
Mama's
dies.
loser.
There's been this
I
whole
know.
storyline. Again, we don't have time to talk about it all. Lord John Grey,
Yeah, Jamie dies. John
supposedly.
Gray and Claire, are grieving. And then they have to marry, right? Because Claire is wanted again.
Again.
And then they get together. What do you
What a
think about
scene.
that?
I thought it was just weird.
I loved it. I thought it was funny and like interesting.
I, yeah, I mean, it was weird, but I kind of understood it. I think the one thing I did not understand was how hateful Jamie was.
I d- yes, I have stood by Jamie through
Me
everything.
too.
And this was the one time where I felt like he wasn't acting true to Jamie.
Because
Yeah.
everything that Lord John Grey did for them, like he constantly was putting his life or his job on the line for Jamie. I mean,
Yeah,
Jamie was either fugitive or something, and he was constantly on Jamie's side. And this one time, he was seriously
I know.
going to let him die. Like, whenever
I
Lord
know.
John Grey was captured, I was like, wow, really, Jamie?
Yeah.
Th this maybe he's just getting old and he's just getting grumpy and like senile. I don't know. It didn't feel like real Jamie to me, who's very
It,
honorable and loyal.
yeah. And then that one question he asked Claire when they slept together, he's like, did he bugger you? I
Oh
had to
yeah.
look that up because I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I feel like I would have, first off, if you think about it, what he did when Claire was missing,
Yeah.
presumed, in the future, marrying Larry, sleeping with Amy McNabb, which he brings up again, which is weird. It just didn't feel very right because Claire is very honest about
Mm-hmm.
what happened. John Gray is also being honest. They were grieving for each other. Claire said she was numb and it was triage. She was
Yeah.
bleeding and upset and just, uh, couldn't believe that Jamie was gone from her life. And so Lord John Grey, who is also in love with Jamie,
Yeah.
they were grieving together. Um, it's just,
But out of everyone, wouldn't you be okay with him? Like it
yeah,
being him? I don't know. I feel like he has done so much for Jamie and
I
Claire.
know. I know. I think that. I wonder if he feels resentment because he's been able to be the father to William that he never got to be. I'm just trying to like,
And now he has Claire, or he had Claire. I don't know,
mhm.
but
But I don't think it's true to Jamie's loyal
I
character
agree.
nature. And it's the one time because Jamie, you can't find fault with him most of the
Yeah,
time.
I agree.
I thought it was a funny moment because I think they also made some funny clip on Instagram of them like getting together because
Yeah.
it's just so crazy that the two of them love Jamie so much that they got together.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just didn't like how that kind of fractured their friendship.
Oh, I hate it.
Because
I
I
think,
did love their friendship. I did love
oh
how
yeah.
much, Jamie cherished him, and how much, uh John cherished Jamie. So,
Yeah.
but
And see, I think they're gonna have to have a resolution in season 8 for those characters.
yeah, which luckily, I mean, kinda did, but I still don't like how he kind of acts with, like, when
No.
he goes and sees Claire and he calls her my dearest, and he's like, you
Oh, I
can't call her
know.
that or whatever. I'm
I
like,
know.
how, why can't you call her my dearest? It's so sweet. Like, I don't know.
They've shared, see, now they're good friends because I think there was some
Yes.
animosity with
Between
Claire.
them two, yeah.
Uh-huh. I think Claire knew there was that thing between
Hmm.
them. And now Claire and Lord John are like friends and care for each other in a different way
Yeah.
because of their grief. But we get the return of Master Raymond
Yep.
and says, you, please, forgive, I ask for your forgiveness, Madonna. And she's like, what for? And he's like, you'll know soon. Yeah. So the last episode of season 7 is so pivotal. You got that moment. You have William, who has fallen in love with a prostitute,
Hmm.
who looks somewhat like Brianna.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of weird, but yes.
yes. Um, and he tries he tries to save her. He finally gets to ask his true father for help. They go and try to save her. Of course, that doesn't end up well. But then the little sister, Frances,
Hmm.
ends up in the care of Claire and Jamie.
Another
And
stray.
another stray, yes.
Yeah.
But this is, Master Raymond returns, and you just sense something's going on here. And when we get that necklace of Frances of her mother that says Faith written on the back of it, and she's a pretty redheaded girl in the picture. And then Faith was the name of the daughter that Claire lost back
Hmm.
in Paris. And then they're about to leave. They're going back to Fraser's Ridge. This is a happy moment. I'm glad that they're getting to return home to North Carolina. She hears a song being sung by a little girl, Frances, and it's about the seaside, and it's just this cute little song that freaked her out. That was really crazy because that's the song that she had sung to her stillborn child, so she
Mhm.
believes. So she goes to Jamie and she says, I think our daughter lived. I think Faith lived. And that's where they end season 7, guys.
I hated that. I wanted more.
So do you think I hope she's not dead, or
I think she's dead.
that's terrible.
But they're able to take care of Frances,
The
who's
daughter.
a
Yeah.
granddaughter.
Hmm.
And that's why Jane and Brianna looked kind of similar.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just think it's really interesting that they went that way with it. And
Ugh, but that means that,
I know.
ugh,
Well,
That's kind of weird.
William, they're
whipped
not.
her head real quick.
Wait, what is that? Like,
Well, let's see. If Faith and Brianna are half siblings to William, that means that Jane and Frances, or Fanny, as she's sometimes called, are William's nieces. He is their uncle.
Yeah.
ew.
Ew.
This might not be the exact situation, but this
Okay,
kind of
but
is what it.
oh, we're to find out it's nothing like that. We're like, what were we thinking?
No, I think it is.
Ew.
Because it sounds like Faith and Brianna and William we're
Poor,
all,
okay, can I just say poor William? He
oh,
just can't
he's,
catch a break on these women.
what do you think of William?
I love him.
Yeah, I think he lost it with Rachel. He was a little,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he was a little rude. He needed to
I
chill. But
know.
I do feel bad if the whole Jane thing is what
Oof.
it does come out to be.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Because I mean, he did have a crush on Brianna when he first met her, like you can tell.
Yeah.
And
oh,
then now
no.
Jane. So,
Poor William.
yeah.
They found a good actor for that character
Yes.
because he has the gentlemanlike
Of
demeanor
John.
of Lord John, and
Yeah.
then he has a bit of Jamie in him, of course. Uh, they found a good actor. Yeah.
It's kind of how I feel about Roger and Brianna's son. I kind of always felt like he looked more like Stephen Bonnet.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're
But I
I think
guess
so
that
he's
was just a
not
right.
the son of Stephen
yeah.
Bonnet.
I think it was just a coincidence. It was to freak
Um,
them out.
Yeah. I'm
oh
like, I
yeah.
don't know, man. He's looking more like Stephen Bonnet.
He does have blonde hair.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
so excited for the new one. So does it come out March 6th?
6th,
Six.
it comes
Yeah.
out in a few days. So we there's a chance that I'll be able to go to the premiere in a few days. By the time this episode airs on Swoon Worthy, I will have potentially gone to the premiere. So more to come on that. I'll definitely share posts, photos, videos on my Instagram, period drama style. I'm really hoping that I get to go and I get to see Caitríona Balfe, Sam Heughan, all of the actors that are there on the red carpet. And I'm guessing we would get to see episode 1 of season 6, but season
Oh, that's
8.
gonna be cool.
Cool.
But it's just around the corner. It'll be on Stars, which is you can get to on Amazon Prime channels on Friday, March 6th. And we might have to just, do a episode recapping that. Predictions for season 8. Do you think that everyone close to them will eventually learn about the time traveling? Do you like obviously Ian knows. Do we think Rachel and Denzel, the doctor brother, are gonna learn? Do you think Lord John and William are gonna find out the truth? Do you think Fergus and Marsley are gonna learn the truth of
I
time
don't know.
travel?
I don't know about that, but I have some theories about involving the prequel. Like I think we might get to see her. I think she might meet her mother or whatever.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I can
But
see that tying up some of her past. I
Hmm.
mean, well, her family line. I don't see it being necessary that they would have to learn about her being a time traveler or anything.
Hmm.
But
yeah, I don't think that's an issue really.
But do you think, yeah, so do you think they're gonna continue to tell people the truth, like about Claire?
maybe Lord John Grey, I can see them telling him.
Hmm. I feel like he needs to know.
Yeah, I think so too. Now that they know each other in a more intimate way. Carnal knowledge.
Yes, carnal knowledge. And see, when he said that, when he said, I have carnal knowledge of your wife, I think he was very sad that when Jamie came back to life, he didn't even look at Lord John Grey. He only looked at Claire and was happy to see Claire. I think Lord John was hurt by that, and I think he was kind of giving it to him a little bit, like, guess
Yeah.
what?
Like he was just kind of like stabbing him a little bit. He was hurt.
He
He
was
was hurt.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Again, I feel he's given Jamie so much.
I know. Ooh, when he got the eye patch when he was wounded, I
Hmm.
wanted him to like get a little more like
Rugged.
rugged, conniving, a little
Yeah.
more like because he's such an honorable dude.
Kind of like that one guy from Pirates of the
Yes,
Caribbean. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, same.
exactly. Hold on, Jack Davenport is the actor. He plays Norrington, Captain Norrington.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jack.
Because they kind of remind me like of each
Hmm.
other a little bit in that way.
I love that.
Yeah.
Any favorite costumes from any of the seasons?
I'm gonna be basic and it's her wedding dress and then
Hmm.
I just love Jamie in a kilt. It's like
Oh my gosh,
I
yes.
honestly love the setting in Scotland. I
I
miss it.
I do too.
I am always miserable when they're in America. I miss Scotland.
Yeah.
I know, and when they returned it briefly in season 7, they didn't do a lot of
No, it didn't feel
scenes.
magical. There was no like, yeah, I miss, and that's why I love season one. It just
Yeah,
captures all of that. So,
season 1 is always going to be the best. Speaking of wedding dresses, one more costume that I want to call out, Brianna's wedding dress. I actually
oh,
really liked it.
oh yeah, yeah,
It
it was
was
nice.
it was like almost a buttercream color,
Yes,
a little bit of a yellow, and um
especially with her hair, it stood like it just stood out.
yes. Yeah, sort of a vanilla buttercream, sprigs of leaves, a tiny little
Hmm.
bustle in the back, and like a kerchief that she later
Yeah.
takes off. And then it shows like the necklace and the corset a bit more. The costume designer changed starting with this season. Trisha Bigar, who did the prequels to Star Wars.
Oh, really?
Interesting. So I think
Okay.
of Padme's wedding dress.
Yeah,
I
that's
almost see a
interesting.
little bit of a connection. I
Yeah,
don't
now that you
know.
say that, I can see that.
Yeah. So I had to bring that up. Oh, I have a theory that Rob Cameron, the bad
Hmm.
guy from 1980,
Oh
is
yeah.
going to come back and be a villain, perhaps, because he's
Hmm.
after the gold,
Yeah.
the Jacobite gold. So I think he's going to go back because it's been said that there's going to be a villain on the Ridge in season 8, and I think it's going to be Rob Cameron.
Because I was wondering about that. I mean, if he was able to go back in time, did he say that if he was able to go back? Because obviously
Hmm.
it never mentioned if he was able to go through the stones.
I don't know if he tried it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he just left the scarf there to make it seem like
Hmm.
they did,
Yeah. Because I was like,
but
wait, is he even able to go through the stone, the stones, or
I know. Well, he's a Cameron. So the last name Cameron, we've seen before. Aunt
okay.
Jocasta married a Cameron.
Oh, okay.
So I think that he has some Scottish history. So
So he does
there's,
have some like some ties to the past
I think
then.
so. I think so.
Yeah, because
Y-
that's another thing that I'm not sure how that works, is if you have to have like ties to the past like that,
Yeah,
or
I think so.
yeah.
I think so. And that it might kind of run in the family. And
Hmm.
Roger's family happens to be part of it. And Brianna, obviously, Claire's
Yeah,
family. I can't wait to see more from season 8.
I know. I can't wait because again, I can't predict it. Like it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
I really don't know how it's gonna. I mean, obviously people are saying Jamie's gonna die.
Yeah.
I don't know, with so many fake outs, I don't know.
I'd love to see the two of them just kind of get even older together and
Me
die
too.
peacefully.
And honestly, if Jamie's gonna die, then I want Claire to die with him. I
Yeah.
can't have one die without the
Yeah.
other. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So
No.
it
No.
has to be both or none. Like, it's
I like
just,
that. Yeah.
yeah, it would be more poetic that way.
Oh my gosh.
They obviously can't live without
Yeah.
each other. So, but
Yep.
yeah, I can't wait to see how it all ends.
I've heard that the author is coming out with the 10th book. So she hasn't
Ugh.
even finished the Outlander saga, but the show is going to end before that.
Well, why are they doing that? Why don't they just keep going?
Well, apparently, Sam Heughan, he is one of two people, he and like a producer who knows how the author is going to end her saga. They know the ending of her 10th book. So they have a little bit of insight, but the series, it is interesting how it'll end before her 10th book comes out.
But she at least knows how it's going to end. So Game of Thrones, he didn't know how it was going to end when the
Yes.
show ended. So at least that's the good news.
And they filmed multiple endings, apparently. So some of the actors don't even know
Oh.
which ending they're going to go with. I've heard they do that with shows, which is quite fascinating.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, Anna, you mentioned the Game of Thrones not knowing how it's going to end. I've heard that the Duffer Brothers with Stranger Things
Oh
were
my
also a
God.
little bit chaotic there with their ending.
Yeah. Uh, Apparently they were writing the season while they were filming. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and like Maya
Yeah.
Hawke was like noticing like gaps in the plot and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anywho.
Yeah.
And there you have it, folks. That brings us to the end of our Outlander journey, at least for now. 7 seasons, decades of story, countless heartbreaks, reunions, time jumps, and swoon-worthy moments. Thank you to my co-hosts for walking through all of it with me today. Thank you to our listeners who want to relive this sprawling saga right alongside us. We cannot wait to see where season 8 takes us. Kayla and Anna, yeah, thanks again. This was so much fun to get your insights, get your favorite scenes, favorite moments across Outlander as a series.
Thank you. It was so much fun.
Sorry.
Anna, did you have fun?
Yes, I did actually. I did.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Swoon Worthy Podcast. We have a YouTube channel, a Patreon channel. Just like and subscribe. If you have a friend or family member who you think would enjoy Swoonworthy, please share the link with them. We would love to continue to grow as a podcast. And again, thank you for being on this journey with us. Catch you next time. Bye.